Hi, welcome to Module 13, Psychosocial Development in Middle Childhood. And this is our last module, so congratulations for making it this far. So it's also a shorter one relative to many of the other ones. So we start out by talking about the developing self. So how self-confidence and feelings of overall self-esteem change for this age group. Now, if you recall, in earlier childhood, kids generally thought of themselves as being in absolutes. They're really good at this, they're really bad at this, and all of those things define who they are. So as cognitive development changes, kids in middle childhood are able to conceptualize themselves with more degrees. So they can think that they're good at some things, not good at other things, and that these things may or may not affect their overall sense of worth. So I'm particularly partial to Harder's theory of competence in childhood. So I put a note in the module about what her theory would say about the different domains of competence. So check that out. Then we move on to the child in the family. So here's where we just look at the various family constellations that comprise the modern family of today, and the research about the effectiveness of different styles. And generally speaking, the research says that a happy family produces happy kids. How's that for logic for you? And it really has little to do with the constellation of the family itself. And finally, we look at the child in the peer group. Now, this issue has received a lot of attention as of late, as I particularly investigate bullying behavior in kids in middle childhood. So, cyberbullying, which used to never exist in the past, now has some laws on the books and has been highlighted in Nova Scotia with respect to some high-profile cases. So take a look at what I've posted is around the laws around cyberbullying, as well as a website that has been used to promote different interventions for kids in school. So your discussion question to think about as you go through this module is related to bullying. Bullying in general, and cyberbullying in particular, has received a lot of attention in the media in the last few years. So I want you to think whether or not cyberbullying is more, less, or equally harmful than bullying in the past may have been, or what you think about as bullying in old school style bullying. And do you think the attention to this issue is successfully changing children's behavior? Do you think anything's different now that there's all this attention on it? And finally, do you think that some of the zero tolerance towards bullying behavior in schools might be going a little too far, might be a little too extreme? So I said, for example, interpreting disagreements or typical kids' fights as bullying behavior, where in the past, it just might be even conceptualized as important disagreements for resolution, for conflict resolution. So are we going too far with this stuff, or is it absolutely warranted because this has been an issue that has been unaddressed for too long? So thank you very much for hanging in there, and I will see you at the final exam.